reason it took us 2 years to get to canning is we're very decided that we make our beer in our brewery together in our town with our water. So it's never occurred to us, or it's never gone into conversation, that we'd let somebody else make the beer somewhere else. But we're in a tiny space and we're maxed out on capacity in it. We actually entertained the idea of buying one of these small canning lines and setting it up in a truck that we could park and bring to our brewery on days, park it in the lot and fill. And while we were discussing that, we were introduced to Ironheart, who has essentially made that their business.
Anybody building or launching a brewery knows that even before you get into how can you package your product, you're already closing in on $1 million on launching a brewery. So, I mean, we've been talking to Augie and Jesse for 4 months at this point. So, to finally actually be working with them after 4 months of just talking to them and getting it going, I mean, it builds excitement as it comes. The cans came earlier this week, and so finally being here, actually working with them is a great day.
It's really exciting to be able to see a brewery like Carton, who they've only been open for 2 years, but their operation is just it's amazing. These guys, they're on top of everything, and them being there with us, helping us, really just makes our jobs that much easier as they're watching their product get in the cans.
So there's a lot of people in our spot, open breweries, making beers the way they want to make them, would love to have it in a package, but you physically just don't have the space to do it. These guys are onto something great, and they're super professional. They got the best equipment, so it's a tremendous situation. It's a great boon and benefit to small brewers around the country. So I'm super psyched for these guys and for that whole segment of mobile canning. It's great.
When we met the guys from Ironheart and realized that they could bring their equipment into our facility and put the beer that we brew into the package we'd always wanted it to be in. Tyler and Jeremy from Ironheart showed up and unloaded 2 pieces of equipment essentially, and then and that day we had cans, and it was just felt really gratifying. And now we're sitting around getting to drink boat in cans, and it's the beer we brew.
The idea of boat is that it should be able to go to the beach with you, and to do that it needs to be in a can. So for the time being, while we figure out our next step of growth, we figure we can find a tank full of beer to can with Ironheart every month and a half. And when we do it, we get about 400 cases, and we sell them at the brewery. And until we get more capacity, that's how it's going to go. We'll make it. Hopefully, it'll always be around. In a perfect world, we'll be running out when they come back to can. It's a lot of fun, right? Because what does it taste like out of this vessel? So, you pour it, and it tastes exactly like boat. But if you drink it straight out of the can like we're doing now, it kind of accentuates this grassy hoppiness. So I like to think of it as like trimarans or outriggers on the boat. So there's boat in the middle, and then there's this green grassy side down your tongue of hops. And then if you shotgun them, which we had to do because we're kids from Jersey and it's a can of beer, it's literally like somebody loaded a cannon or a laser with Cascade hops and just shot them at the back of your head through your mouth. And it's awesome. Like it's a neat thing that we didn't have going on when we were draft.